What's up, XRP family? Thank you for joining the video for today. And as you can see, we had a bit of a bull run. Here you can see on the daily, guys, we have a big green candle, which is a very good sign. So we almost approached this line here and then we retraced a bit. But if you can see on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour, we kind of have like a flag here. And I hope that this is a flag, because if this flag breaks, we can just continue upwards. So it's another question if we go down, but I don't think we will. It really looks like a flag as of now, and that is a good sign, because remember, price can't go up forever. So this is just a very good breakout. Let's dig in and let's see what's happening in the XRP community, guys. We have a lot of things to talk about. So here we have James XRP tweeting, "We need more Rep. Tom Emers in Congress. The fintech companies will pack up and leave the US." Let's take a look what he's saying.
Where I brought this up, and these people started laughing at me. And I said, you go ahead and laugh. You go ahead and laugh, because this is exactly the risk that we're looking at. And the people who want to be ignorant to it today, they're going to pay the price tomorrow. So I think myself and my colleagues, Republican and Democrat alike, by the way, that value our privacy, we're going to make sure that we not only stay involved in the discussion, Tony, but we're going to push back every step of the way when the government tries to take advantage. Because, look, people that are watching your podcast, people that are paying attention to what you and I are talking about, right now they already know. If the United States of America doesn't get its act together soon, if it doesn't start clarifying the rules of the road so they know what they're responsible for, what they're not responsible for, how they can operate. If we go down this Communist Party of China road, where it could potentially be about data collection, guess what? They'll just take their opportunities elsewhere, and that's not what we want.
So very obviously he's talking about the SEC and Gary Gensler. What they're doing right now is so bad for the USA innovation. But guys, we already know that it's just a big show. They have to do this to keep everyone out of the market. If they let everything run very smoothly, everyone will buy XRP, and that's exactly what they don't want. So that is why these things are happening. It's very obvious. So here we have Raya Rose. Yeah, shit just keeps getting weirder. Friday the 13th, 2020-21. So it's really going fast. Here we have, those people in the XRP army we all called crazy for a long time. Those chickens are coming home to roost, because the fact is a lot of these people are going to run out to be correct. Welcome to the party, BitBoy Crypto, from one of the crazies. Let's take a look what BitBoy has to say.
Which banks are going to be choosing to use XRP? They chose a long time ago. This has been in the plan for a long time. And those people in the XRP army that we all call crazy for a long time, those chickens are coming home to roost. Because the fact is, whether or not they were going up here hopium or not, a lot of those people are going to turn out to be correct. The banks chose this a long time ago. And to answer Austin's question, yeah.
So yeah, here you can see that it's finally being obviously to BitBoy that they will choose a lot of banks, and they already have chosen the banks that they're going to be working with, which we already knew for a very long time. And that is why the XRP community is so amazing. This says it all right here. We chose Ripple as our partner because with RippleNet we can launch into new countries with new partners within 1 to 2 weeks, said Director COO at GMA Remittance. Now guys, you have to understand one thing. Ripple is building for a decade. They did not sleep. They built so many corridors and so many pathways that now when someone comes, they can set them up within 1 or 2 weeks. And that may seem a small thing, but it's a very big thing because they are ahead of the game. Whenever there is a bank or a financial institution, the first place they will go to is the Ripple, because they already have the network set out. They already have the technology fixed and updated and upgraded, because after a decade, you have been making progress. And that is what's going on right now. So even if the BIS or any other think they have a technology, it will never be better than Ripple, because Ripple has been building for a very long time and it has set the foundation of its network. Here we have another thing from BitBoy. I thought the XRP army was nuts. I'm a wild and crazy speculator. You have to be nuts. It's part of it.
Net. The key here are the products that Ripple is offering. XRP is integrated into that technology. People say, well, why can't you just create a software that all the banks can use together? It's very difficult. It's extremely difficult. And Ripple has solved that problem. It's solved. They're coming out with the products. XRP is now integrated in this. The banks slowly but surely are starting to use this. Something 2 years ago I would have told you was crazy. I thought the XRP army was nuts. And be honest, y'all are a little nuts. Let's not nice words. Y'all are a little crazy. But guess what? We like it. So am I. I'm going to say this every day probably when we talk about it.
Here you can clearly see he's calling the XRP army very crazy again. But yeah, you have to be crazy. You have to speculate something that not a lot of people can see. And that's why that we will create a generational wealth. I have finally decided what superpower I most want. I want the ability to teleport anyone I am having a conversation with to any location within a mile of me. Telemarketers get one warning. Now, what does that mean? Extra VOD is a YouTuber and he made a very nice comment here. XRP is like liquid gold, but it can teleport around the world. Maybe he is talking about that. He is saying that XRP is like the internet. It will move very, very quickly. Here we have Squawkbox tweeting out, crypto industry spent on $2.4 million on lobbying during the first half of this year. Let's take a look, guys, who spent the most. It will maybe surprise you.
Thanks. Meantime, the crypto industry taking a big step this week on Capitol Hill, establishing itself as a force to be reckoned with, despite the crypto amendment getting blocked from a bipartisan infrastructure bill. Elon Moy joins us with the latest this morning. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Andrew. You're right. The crypto industry was ready when this big fight erupted over the infrastructure bill. In fact, they were the ones who started it. Spending on lobbying hit $2.4 million during the first half of this year, according to the Center for Responsive Politics. That's almost the same amount that the industry spent in all of 2020. So if this keeps up, the lobbying dollars are on track to nearly double. Now, the biggest spender was Ripple Labs, deploying $550,000, the most it's ever spent in 1 year. Second was Stellar Development Fund at $330,000. Coinbase spent $160,000. Now, the industry is also on a DC hiring spree. Tamika Tilleman was a senior advisor to Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, and President Biden. This week, he joined Andreessen Horowitz Crypto as its global head of public policy.
You can clearly hear, guys, that Ripple was the most spent on this occasion. And they were hiring a lot of people, a lot of new power, a lot of new employees because they're expanding. And imagine this is all within the lawsuit. Imagine what Ripple can do within 5 years from now when the lawsuit ended and everything is behind them and they can just focus on the cross-border payments and making everything better. It will be astonishing, guys. It will be really, really crazy. It will be even more than that you expect. I think it's funny people don't want to talk about what these technologies can do and only talk about who's buying and how much. Now, this is really true because no one is looking at RippleNet as a technology. Everyone wants just the money. But actually, it's really about the technology. It's life-changing. So here we have Sandy O'Connor is a member of Bretton Woods Committee. This is the tweet. Look at this, guys. This woman was working with JP Morgan and now she's on the board directors of Ripple. Sandy O'Connor is a recognized financial industry expert and thought leader with a career spanning more than 30 years. This should say enough about how far Ripple is going. 138 million XRP shifted by Ripple and top-tier global exchanges. Ripple fintech monster, its Mexican partner Bitso, and a few leading digital exchanges have moved almost 140 million XRP. Another very big move. Now remember, we reached $1 in just a couple of days and we didn't get any relist, we didn't get any lawsuit updates, nothing. So remember, guys, when this is all over, how high XRP will go. It will go to $20 instantly or $15. Stellar blockchain remittance corridor to power Thailand Europe payments. Power. So it's like the backup of Ripple. It's like helping with these cross-border payments, which is a very big thing. 11 seem to be currently theme. Eyes on November or August 11. What do you guys think? So this is a Mr. Pool tweet, and look what someone is saying. 11 days from today, people will look up and smile. How can this be? But the people who will smile will wink. 11 days to go. Wink, wink. 23 August. Watch what happens. All eyes are on end of August because it's very interesting. All the things that are happening right now within the lawsuit. So this is another interesting thing that I came across. And I'm always open to other ideas. So I'm not just looking upwards, but I'm very realistic. So here you can see that every time we had the golden cross happen on Bitcoin, there has been a crash. And that's exactly right now. You see that the golden cross happens, it goes up a bit, and then boom, we have a crash. So a crash is still coming. It's still coming whether we like it or not. The question is, will XRP go with it? This is the only question, and we will see. Time will tell. Soccer star Messi embraces crypto in move to Paris Saint-Germain. So he is actually accepting a portion of his salary in cryptocurrency, guys. This is how far we are moving right now. If Messi is joining with this, you can clearly understand what will follow. A lot of other football players will be asked to be paid in crypto. SBI, Ripple Asia, opens payment corridor between South Korea and Thailand. Didn't we just see the stellar powering up these cross-border payments? Well, this is exactly what I mean. They work together. Thailand is one of the countries with the highest demand for money transfers in South Korea. Through this partnership, real-time and low-cost transfer of funds between GMA and Siam Commercial Bank of Thailand is now available. You see, guys, this is why Ripple will really take over everything. Ironically, if XRP was to pump, there couldn't be a damn thing this SEC could do to stop it. XRP is global. The world decides the value of XRP, not the SEC. Very well spoken by Crypto Poet. Here we have XRP captain saying XRP is an exhaustion at present since last night. One exhaustion ends, we're going to 1.25. This is very much possible. As I told you guys, we have a flag. Once the flag breaks, we will go up. I know a lot of XRP holders are not fans of Ryan, but this is an outstanding threat. We thought years studying crypto at MIT would make Gary Gensler a reasonable policy expert. The Goldman vampire blood is too strong though. Now that he's already made his fortune, he's here to help the little guy. This cycles Ben Lowski. Meet Goldman Gary. So this is very interesting. Everyone was optimistic about Gary Gensler. Turns out he's just the same, guys. He's just the same as the other guys because they're all corrupt. Now let's wait and see what will happen. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you find value. See you in the next one. Cheers.